What is that an ad for?
Yes.
I don't know if you heard, but this podcast is now sponsored. So before we get into the episode, let me tell you about our sponsor. I Love That Ad is proudly sponsored by IRS Plus, the one-stop shop for expert local radio planning and media-agnostic brand solutions. If you have a media brief, you need to speak to IRS Plus. Go to irsplus.ie or mail hello at irsplus.ie for more. Now on to the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of I Love That Ad. I'm your host Shane Brennan, joined as always by my co-host Aaron Chalke. How's it going, Aaron?
It's all going great, Shane. It's all going great. It's great to just be chilling out, waiting for you to kick off the podcast. It's nice to have you back in the hot seat for this free gaff.
That's what I was gonna say. Today is not a special episode. We have zero guests here.
It's been a while.
It's just the two of us talking about ads that we love. So strap in for something. If you've only started listening to the podcast in the last while, strap in for something slightly more aggressive.
Hope you're ready.
Yeah. But no, yeah. We a nice free gaff episode now where we can just talk about a few ads that we love. You know.
Yeah, and it's been a while since we've had some serious guests on there for the last while. So it's nice to have a moment just to reflect, and a free gaff episode is a perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and I hope kind of like a lot of listeners would have been here, or viewers from the start, like, and it, as it's been described, is that one of the benefits of the podcast is it's kind of like covert professional development. It's very easy listening professional development.
I don't think I'd ever would have associated us two shiting on about stuff as development or professional. The word professional should not be in there at all.
But it covers your arse out, and like especially bringing on some guests, like it is really interesting when you get to hear people who are top in their field kind of talk about why they love ads, and not really with a brief. They're just, that's what they came with, you know. And it's definitely been really enjoyable from our perspective. In the middle of our third year of this podcast, who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it?
Not this guy. Not
me. Hold on, I'll open the vinegar and drink it. But yeah, so free gaff. So anyone who's new, me and Aaron just kind of bring one each. We chat about it, and that's it. They're short and sweet. So will we go straight into it? Unless you have any other business, Aaron.
No, let's get into it.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. Now I think you're going to like this one. And I wonder if you've seen it. Yeah, I'm fairly screwing myself here now by saying this. So this is an ad that I saw for the first time a couple of months ago, and I put that in my little back pocket because we've been so busy with guests. I was like, when the next free gaff, this one's coming up straight away. So this one is an ad entitled "Life is Short," and it features the epic James Gandolfini. So we'll have a quick look at this.
Life is short. Try to do something new every day. Dance. Try to dance as much as you can. Try to connect to the silence of the sea. And whenever you can, try to give your body a good rest. And once in a while, try to surprise an old friend.
I'm sorry.
I know. Try to exercise on a regular basis. A healthy body is a healthy mind. And learn to appreciate art. Try new things. And yes, it will change your life.
What is that an ad for?
Yes. So the version we've just watched there has a bit cut off because it's an ad for an Israeli entertainment company that featured all the HBO content back years and years and years ago. So it's called Yes Oh is a channel or the service that it was promoting, and it's promoting the fact that they have they basically have the HBO stuff, and this is back in Sopranos heyday type of time. God bless.
It looks like Sopranos is over, so I'd say it was probably around 2000. He never.
Sorry,
really
I'm wrong. Actually, this was shot about a year before he passed away, I believe.
Yeah. So that's before the movie The Drop with Tom Hardy. So when was that? Like 2017? Something like that, I think.
But yeah, I just love I love that it's meant to be like that kind of
great. I feel like I've only seen that recently. Was there some? I literally only saw that for some reason recently, and I remember laughing my ass off at it. And I don't know if it was, I don't know why, but literally I'd seen it for something. I'd looked at it in something, I don't know what. And then it's a great ad. I thought it was gonna be life insurance. I was like that. I was really excited. It was going to be a life insurance ad.
There's a lot. It's hard to get the brand that this was sponsored by, because most of the cuts online have the tag at the end cut off, like the one we've just watched there.
Yeah.
But so when I was doing a lot of research into this, trying to find it, it kept coming up as a life insurance ad when it wasn't just life insurance ad, because it says life is short. It looks like a life insurance ad.
That's maybe what I was because like as I said, I saw this maybe a month ago or something.
Yeah, so like I love when you see stuff with James Gandolfini in it, because he's such a great actor and a character, but you forget how good of a comic actor he can be, how he can switch into that role perfectly, and just like the little touch of your man's shoulder and the slap in the face going, I know, like that's just the timings and the touches that he have is so good, and the faces that he pulls. He's kind of like De Niro-esque in the sense of he can tell a lot by just how he pulls his face.
Yeah, he just has a look. I don't know if you've ever seen True Romance. Quentin Tarantino wrote it.
No.
And young James Gandolfini's in that. You should watch that if you ever want to see the development of him as a character. He's very different. He's not you can see he's not Tony yet, because I remember there was he's unbelievable. He is, as you said, he's like De Niro. He pulls his own, and like Sopranos was like the biggest thing in the fucking world for ages. Like it's what made TV. David Chase describes, I remember in the pilot episode of Sopranos, there's a scene where Christopher is pissed off that he's not getting credit for the hit on the Polish mafia guy, and he says, was it I should have been made capo or whatever, and he goes, I've got offers from Hollywood. And there's this moment in the script, and David Chase was like, this was the moment where I saw James Gandolfini turn into Tony Soprano, because it was written that Tony was going to be like, hey, we've all got offers, don't worry about it, you know what I mean, I know it's tough, but your time will come. And James Gandolfini turned to David Chase. He's like, nah, I don't think that's right. He'd be angry if you just threatened him. And literally there's the scene in the pilot where James Gandolfini it's amazing. He switches, right? He's talking to him. He fucking grabs Christopher and like scares the shit out of him. But then after he's scared him, he flips to that, it's gonna be okay. Like it's that I'm sorry and pats on the face. Mm-hmm. And David Chase was like, okay, that's because the whole point of the Tony Soprano character is that duality between that savage life and his want to be like recognized in normal civil society. And you see all that with him interacting in restaurants and stuff like that. And then he tries to be better than he is, and then he ends up falling into his base character. And then James tapped into that in almost most of Tony's interactions. There's this undercurrent of violence and a very lackadaisical willingness to flip in and out of it, which was the representation of that kind of mob life.
But it's funny when you say that, like it reminds me of so many of the scenes where when something like that happens, where it's not going Tony's way, or something's happened that Tony doesn't agree with, but he's in a social situation, he does this smile, as in like, you can feel he's trying to just suppress all the bubbles that are trying to escape him. He's trying to hold it together, but you can see the torment that just wants to scream inside of him.
it's the threatening smile that he's not said anything. You're like, oh, he's smiling to get out of this situation, but this is a problem.
But it's also that smile is almost like he's taking physical 2 or 3 seconds to tell himself not to blow the top. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like
because he's not allowed, because he's better than that. He's not meant to.
Exactly, exactly. So it's almost for his own therapy or his own kind of self-control that he has to do that smile. That's his like pause face.
and that's what I think he does with that character. I think you're tapping into what he brings into that is he gave himself. It's what Brando used to do, which made Brando like the fucking god of acting. Was he wouldn't respond if someone gave him a line. He just wouldn't speak. He'd just stare. And everyone was like, what? And like, it just, like, it's the same thing with that Tony character. So if that flip to violence is such an easy flip at all occasions, he takes a beat because he's almost internally deciding if he's going to.
It's conscious.
And it's conscious. He knows. And like, not as strong filmmakers would have, like, you nearly show his internal of like him imagining that he'd fucking curb stomp someone. But really, it's that pause. It's him taking that like second beat, and he just does a smile after the second beat, and you're like, oh fuck, what's he planning? What's going on?
And also, this is going to resurface in some probably darker way later.
When
later
he gets
on.
a chance, I'm fucked.
Exactly. Or when you watch it, that character's dead or getting a beaten.
Yeah. That decision is made.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just now it's when. But I think it's and he's tapping into and especially in this when they essentially were like, well, it's promoting Sopranos, so just do Tony, right? But even though he's a more polished version of Tony, I'd say he just can do it in his sleep, like, you know.
I love the cafe scenes where they have the goons, the side men, just a couple of tables behind them, just sitting there.
Foot soldiers there, the capos.
Foot soldiers, the capos, yeah. So just that they're always, but they're staring at the camera, as in like, don't you fucking make any moves.
Yeah. No, it's really it's
a fun ad.
Great.
It's a fun ad.
It's a fun ad, and I adore James Gandolfini. God rest him. I don't think he was unfortunately Tony at a time where no one was anything like that, and I don't think he ever got to stretch after that properly. You know what I mean? And then he died in 2013. So I just think he's amazing. Even when he's being that character, there's no one else in the world can do. And it was a huge thing as well, I think, with actors. James Gandolfini's a big fucking guy, and it's amazing to see. Like, he's like you'd be used to like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who looks massive on screen. He's only 6'2", but he looks monstrous, and everything is about action and stuff. But it was amazing to see James Gandolfini as like this huge hulking character, but allowed him not to be one-dimensional. Like, and that persona, as I said, that flip to violence. When you look at Tony, you know if it flips to violence, you're in trouble because he is so capable and sizable.
You're fucked.
And I just think he's a really impressive representation of he's just a bigger than life. He just embodied that character, and he just dominates the screen in a real subtle but powerful way. And anything with him in it, I'm there for, you know. All right, onto my one. This is one from 2014. Won a few awards at Cannes, D&AD. It's for Lucozade, of all things. And audio specific. So let's give one of those 3 iterations of this. We'll listen to one, and then we'll have a quick chat about it.
It's 11 p.m. Joburg time. You come so far in this teleconference meeting. You pushed out every ounce of presentation breath, eked out every last drop of enthusiasm, presented under 7 people in 6 countries. Suddenly dawns on you that the call was dropped ages ago, maybe somewhere around slide 457. And so for the second time today, you thrust out one more hour of pitching and parried through points and punchlines. And now, you've just hit the thank you slide. and Sanjay from Malaysia. The only one who matters and has signing off power dials in and says, "Hey guys, what did I miss?" Now you got a problem. I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna scroll back to slide 1, and you are gonna do the presentation again with Lucozade, with energy.
Yeah, so that is Give Me Strength by Lucozade from Ogilvy and Mather in Johannesburg. Yeah, I heard this a while ago, and I just loved it because...
Do you feel seen, Shane? Do you feel seen?
No, it's not even that. Remember, this is pre-COVID, so like teleconferencing was not.
Wow. That's pre-COVID.
This is 2015.
Feels like that could be done like now.
But what I love about it is, it's essentially like there's so many of those inspirational videos on YouTube. Take Al Pacino's. He's even doing a bit of Al Pacino in that. And the other three are like different, like type of inspiration, different music.
There's always a lot of Denzel. They're like commencement speeches that someone rips the audio and puts the next
one.
Music.
The other one is more like Our Independence Day from Independence Day. That one's like Any Given Sunday with Al Pacino, inches by inches, and they're all like, they just remind me of those inspirational sporting speeches. Now, what I think is interesting about that is Lucozade obviously being an electrolyte-based sporting drink. So by tapping into, not everyone gets those super inspirational sporting occasions where they get to run out on the field or get to play sports or be in a dressing room or do something like that. Instead was them tapping into, in a humorous way, what your thing you need strength for, you need inspiration for, and be it that teleconferencing, be it, you know what I mean, whatever that everyday mundane situation that is absolutely fucking exhausting is, take a Lucozade. And I just really like the self-awareness and fun of it, and it's written very well. It's written, like, the music design is really good. I love something that's just tapping into audio anyway. The one thing I couldn't find was how it was delivered, because they're all 1 minute and 1.5 minutes. So I don't know if they're Solus breaks bought on radio. I don't know. There is no video aspect to them. So I'm not 100% sure how it was actually seeded.
Yes.
But it could have been podcasts given the kind of topic of it. I don't know.
I'd say there were 60-second radio spots.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, that was it. It was there's 2 other versions of it. I just really liked them. Just thought they were really funny. And I wanted to give a moment to just look at some good writing for radio, and that's just good writing for radio.
It is good. It is, isn't it? It's lovely. It's leading into so many kind of like tropes. That's what makes it. Yeah. That's what makes it so brilliant. And it's not just the writing, even though it's won awards for writing. It's the craft of it too. Leans into the trope that like string
sound
music,
design and
epic, kind of crescendo-esque music. It makes me want to watch those YouTube videos like Arnie Schwarzenegger. There is no plan B, you know, that kind of
the
shit.
ones that they cut up Jocko Willnick's podcast, and they just put it over that, or David Goggins, who's going to carry the boats, like that's. But there's a guy, he does that one, when you want to succeed as much as you'll breathe, then you'll succeed. Or he talks about Beyonce. He has a video YouTube channel called Thank God It's Monday. And it's all about, like, what's his name? He's fucking great. But there is a want for that. If you look at the YouTube videos with that inspirational stuff, you look at the Spotify's with that inspirational stuff on it. So like there is, like, as you said, the sound craft, the sound design instantly does the job that the writer needs a platform to make their copy work. The audience knows exactly what they're tapping into. They're like, oh, okay, you know.
And that could be like retrospected into those videos as well, like, because you have the audio down, you could design visuals, because a lot of it's just stock music and typography on the screen. So like you could turn that into one of those
easily
of meetings and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah, I just thought it was really good. I just thought it was really cool, giving people their inspirational speeches, because fucking 99% of people don't get them for what they need them.
It does feel that the writer was indulging in airing some dirty laundry out there from past experiences too.
Yeah, another one is deliberating children's birthday parties, you know what I mean, miscalculating dates. There's a few like just mundane things that just are horrible. You know what I mean? We need that inspiration for real life problems, not just playing games.
Pulled you through.
Yeah, and it was
That's
cool.
Great.
And
it's
I don't
lovely
know,
to get some nice audio, some nice copywriting ones in there.
Yeah, so if you're listening, you've missed nothing. You got the whole experience
this
there.
This is actually for you. It's designed
This
for
was
you.
just for you guys. Like, for me, my resounding memory of Lucozade advertising is when Lucozade Sport came out in the noughties and they sponsored all rugby. Lucozade really got overtaken by like the whole explosion of like Monster and all those fucking drinks. Like, remember Powerade? Powerade, is that still a thing? Is Powerade still? I'm not really au fait with what's going on with sugary drinks these days.
I don't think Powerade's. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is a thing now.
I do low key judge anyone who drinks a sports drink and they're not playing sports. And by low key, it means I don't shout at them, but like I judge you. Like if I see you with a can of Monster before 12 p.m.
But Monster isn't a sports drink. Monster's just Monster.
Oh, Monster's associated with mixed martial arts, with F1. So what the fuck are you talking about? All right. Just like Red Bull, you know. This is what they ran in 2015 in South Africa, and it was fabulous.
Great choice. Great addition.
Thank you very much.
Great addition to the archives.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess unless you have any other business.
No, I love you. Bye bye.
Okay. So if you have been listening but not watching and you want to see Aaron's ad, not mine because mine was audio, know your platform, Aaron, go to workwithphone.ie/podcast and check out the ad there, because we are up to date on the website.
So
Aaron's not said thank you, but just
everyone who's looking or listening to this, Shane's telling you this as he's telling me this for the first time.
Ooh, maybe you should look at the website a bit
the
more.
Archive page non-stop.
Maybe you should look at it a bit more. But anyway, go to that and you can check out all their episodes back to number 1. From this, I think, is 126. And if you are on like Apple or whatever, Spotify, give us a like, give us a share, do whatever the fuck they let you do there. Stars. I think it's stars. Is it always stars?
Just shout with your phone.
Shout at your phone. Tell Siri to do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Until next time. Peace.
I Love That Ad is proudly sponsored by IRS Plus, the one-stop shop for expert local radio planning and media-agnostic brand solutions. If you have a media brief, you need to speak to IRS Plus. Go to irsplus.ie or mail hello@irsplus.ie for more.